Great. Well, kia ora and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Today, we're recording a short video to introduce our new General Manager for IT Professionals, the wonderful Liz Foxwell-Canning. Kia ora, Liz.
Kia ora koutou, kia ora Vic, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. Well, as you can imagine, I'm about to go on a nice long holiday and I'm handing over to you. And Liz and I thought it'd be nice to just record a little video for our members so that you can all learn a little bit about her and what she's looking forward to stepping into the role, and that everyone can see we've had a really good handover dynamic. We've really enjoyed this time, haven't we?
We have. We've done it all through screens, but it's actually been really good.
Yeah, it's been great. Well, first up, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Liz Foxwell-Canning. I moved to New Zealand about 13 years ago. I've done a number of different roles here with large global corporates all the way through to small businesses. And I currently occupy the seat of CEO at Canterbury Tech in a fractional capacity, which we think will have great synergy actually with the role alongside ITP. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in.
Awesome. So you're starting here with ITP over the next week, and then we'll talk a little bit about the transition period. But what attracted you to apply for this role and take up this role when we offered it to you?
When I saw the role advertised, I thought, gosh, it all sounds quite familiar in terms of the opportunities and also the challenges with membership organisations. And I thought that perhaps my experience with Canterbury Tech could well inform a role with ITP. And I saw that there could be some, like I say, some great synergy, but also the opportunity to work at a national level and influence a professional membership organisation rather than necessarily a community grassroots organisation like Canterbury Tech. So it's similar but different. And I thought it would be just another stretch in this my continuing evolution as a grown-up.
What a nice way of describing it. So you're going to be transitioning into the role over the month of September, and that's because you're really, really busy over the next few weeks. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're working on at the moment?
Well, I imagine that many ITP members are familiar with the Tech Summit, which is, I think, New Zealand's largest technology conference. And it's the 22nd year that Canterbury Tech have been running it this year. We typically get around 600, 700-ish attendees. Coming from all over Aotearoa New Zealand, as well as sometimes Australia and beyond. So it's an enormous event to organise, and that takes place on the 9th of September. So we are kind of nose to the grindstone, making sure that we deliver an exceptional event experience, not only for the people who've bought tickets, but also for the people who are participating either as volunteers or as speakers. We just want it to be a grand day out for everybody. So that's
nice.
Quite occupying a fair amount of time at the moment.
Nice, I can imagine. So while we've been doing this handover kind of period, it's become incredibly obvious, as you've said, that we both run membership organisations. And I think it's awesome that you're going to be able to look across two different membership organisations going forward. What are some of the common things that you're hearing from members at the moment?
I think the main thing that I hear is the pace of change, and not just necessarily in a tech capacity, but on a global scale. The challenges of things that are happening in all different parts of the world have a trickle-down effect on New Zealand, just in the same way that GDPR did a few years ago. So it's the sprinting to keep up with that change is causing challenges. Obviously, we also have some economic challenges in the country, which it would be foolhardy to ignore. But I think there's a general sense of optimism, and we have agency. You know, we have the ability to actually control some of our actions and thoughts and where we put our energy. So generally, I think that sums up the vibe that I'm feeling.
Mm.
I don't know if that corresponds with how ITP members are feeling.
Yeah, so I would say the pace of change is definitely top of mind for many people. The other added one, I guess, because I'm based in the capital and there's been a lot of government layoffs and change here, there's quite a concern about jobs and the future of jobs. And there's a lot of rhetoric out there in the media about AI is going to take your job. And so people are concerned about what they should be training and learning and how to future-proof themselves as well.
Yeah, I would agree. There's definitely that commentary as well here. I'm quite optimistic, but that's my general wiring. So.
Yeah, well, on that note, that's a nice segue to my last question to you. What are you most looking forward to, or what do you think the big opportunities are for you in stepping into this role?
Well, during our handover sessions, I've become quite excited about some of these opportunities. We've got a great opportunity to vitalise our membership and make full advantage of some of the opportunities that we have around the escrow service and bringing to bear some of the capability development activities that we've done historically and how we take those forward. So ultimately, this is our reason for existing, but making sure that we build a strong, sustainable, and valuable organisation into 2026 and beyond is where I'm putting my energies so far.
No. Nice. Now, I know you wanted to reverse this interview a bit and ask me some questions. It wasn't my intention, but fire away.
Well, I think the first question I'll ask is really selfish, actually. I know that just because you're stepping away and going to be having this fabulous holiday that I'm sure we're all really jealous of, it doesn't suddenly mean that your passion for this organisation is switched off. So I'm really interested to know what you think in, say, 12 months' time, if you were to look at where ITP is and what it's doing, what would you think you would love to see?
Yeah, it's such a great but challenging question at the same time. I guess in the time that I've been here, and the membership has heard me say this many times before, I've tried to adjust the organisation, which I believe was living well beyond its means for quite some time, to be right-sized and fit for purpose for the economic times. And I think you will come in and you'll reassess that and you'll be able to make other adjustments that will help realise some very real value for our membership, which is the most important thing because we are a membership organisation, but also our role in the wider community. And I loved how you're passionate about stepping into this kind of nationally focused organisation, but bringing that grassroots lens that you've had. I also think that I look forward to coming back in 12 months' time, and I know that you run phenomenal events in Canterbury Tech. So I'm imagining that you will also bring that amazing kind of event mahi to the organisation, and that will have some, very different looking or fairly different looking topology of events that are available to our members. And I think that'll be really exciting to see as well. So yeah, I'm just here to support what you're going to be doing, taking the organisation forward.
That's brilliant. That's great. And I know that I suppose the other question I have is probably more from the members' perspective. I should imagine that there's been a huge number of people going, well, you're not leaving forever, Vic, are you? You're not, you're still going to be a member. You're still going to be part of this community. We aren't going to never see or hear of you again. So what are your plans in terms of maintaining your connections with ITP?
Yeah, so that is a great question, and it's something I'm asked quite often by people as well as what am I doing when I come back to New Zealand next year. So if anyone hasn't caught up, I'm travelling for the next 5 months, and then I'll be back in Aotearoa in February 2026. I don't actually know what I'm going to do when I get back. This is a life break kind of scenario that I've never had before, welcoming our first mokopuna in December, which is very, very exciting to learn to be a grandparent. But I am only 56 years old now, and I've still got a lot of years left in me to contribute to the digital technology industry. I fully intend to continue to be a member of IT professionals, and I will be continuing as a director of Escrow New Zealand, which is our wholly owned subsidiary. So whether Liz likes it or not, I'm going to still be part of the furniture, particularly in the escrow space. So, yeah, I'm not going to be that far away, and I've made many offers to contribute in different ways when I do get back, because I am passionate about this organisation. Our members are lovely. I've loved getting to know our members, really supportive, and so it'd be great to re-engage wearing a different hat. Really?
Great. I imagine there'll be some big sighs of relief hearing that you're still going to be, and certainly one of them's mine, actually, because I feel as though having you nearby will potentially be quite useful safety net for me as I absorb all of this information that we've been discussing over the last few days.
Yes. Well, on that note, we'll let everyone go, but welcome, Liz. This is fantastic to have you on board, and I'm sure the members will really enjoy getting to know you, and this is a good first step towards helping them get to know you. But for everyone listening to this, Liz and I are very different people, and she may do things quite differently, so there's going to be a bit of an adjustment period. And I know I got a bit of feedback when there was an adjustment when I came on board. Some people don't love change, other people love change, so it'll be interesting to see how everyone copes. But I think ITP's in really, really safe hands, which is just great.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in.
Great.